Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. We are one growing YouTube family. Thank you so much. If you also like the video, please give a thumbs up. It helps to circulate the video worldwide and people get to recognize our video, our group, our family. Thank you so much. I also would like to mention to you that I do have a crochet private group on Facebook. If you do have a profile, then you're more than welcome to join. You have to have a profile because there's a lot of scammers going around into the crochet groups, and I'm removing myself from them and keeping just one or two that I'm comfortable with. Besides that, I'm taking myself off the other ones. There's too much scamming going on. Be careful with the links that says bit on it. Those are fraud scammers that go through your phone if you're using your phone or your computer. You have to be extremely careful. I also have a crochet page. You can follow me through there. It's the same name, Crochet Art Tutorials by Maggie Lopez. And I also like to mention up top, there's 3 little buttons. You can slow down the video to the speed you would like. Right next to it, there's the closed caption. Everything I will say will be written down here. You can pause the video, take notes, and makes it much easier on everybody. If you have a tight stitch, use a hook bigger, one size bigger. If your stitch is too loose, use a hook one size smaller. It helps to create these beautiful patterns. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Also, I have the PayPal account below in my description box for donations for the women in need of yarn and thread. They're desperately in need. I would appreciate if you guys can help me to get these threads and yarns to these women by donating whatever you feel like. It doesn't have to be millions. Anything counts. Below my video also there's a dollar sign, I think with a little bag or something. That's out of YouTube. These are for the people to help the designers, creators with donations. If anybody is pretending to give me anything, to donate anything for myself by clicking underneath my video where the dollar sign is, I intend to take whatever donations I get for myself and put it towards the women in need. This is my attention to do. I am committed to help these women out, so please help me to help them. Thank you so much. I think I pretty much covered everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone. So now we are back to tutorial video 3, which is the final. And we had left off on the second one. I was doing up to the 3rd row, and then for some reason, 3rd row got deleted, but no issues. It was just a repeat, which I mentioned there on the for the lefties. Okay, because obviously I'm not a lefty, but I do switch it on my app to help the lefties out. So basically I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. On this last row, row 6, in order for it not to pull too much, I did 1 chain. If you need to, if not, if yours is fine, you don't have to do 1 chain. But especially for the people that have very tight stitch, you could always do 1 chain anywhere. It's not going to change anything on the pattern. So basically I do 1 chain and did my front post just the same. This is the last row for this one. The big one I have 8 rows, I believe, or 7 rows. No, I have 7 rows on the big one. I have 5 on this one, on the small one, and this one's 6. Okay, and we're going to do the last row right after this. So 1 chain, front post, 1 chain, and then we're going to slip stitch on the very last one here. Okay, so now we're going into the last row. So we're going to do the walk, as I call it, with a slip stitch to the center. And I'm going to do a single here, and 1, 2, and 3. Just want to check it out. 3. Hold on a second. Okay, and 3 more chain. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come back on the 3rd one, and I'm going to close it in, come back in it again, with a double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and picot. Come back again. We're going to do 5 double crochets and 4 picots. So chain 3, close in with a single, and then come back again. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3 chain, come back again, close it with a single, and the last double crochet. So we're going to have a total of 5 double crochets and 4 picots. Okay, now either you can go straight into the center here, or if your stitch is extremely tight, then do a 1 chain. Okay, I'm just going to come in and I'm going to do a single. I'm going to come directly into the center again, create my double crochet, my 3 chains, and my picot, and continue again, double crochet, 3 chains, and my picot, and again. So now we're going to have again 4 picots and 5 double crochets in the same space. So how simple was that, right? Like that. And then come into your, where you have your front post with a single, and then again directly into the next space. So continue yours. I'm going to continue mine all the way to the end. You can cut your thread after that, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to attach the face onto the pattern. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. So very simple, nothing to it. And then we're going to close it up over here on the 3rd chain with a slip stitch and cut our thread. So I pretty much finished it. Now it looks still all wrinkled up and still tight. But now what I'm going to do is, remember I told you I would be blocking. So I'm going to lay this out flat somewhere, anywhere at that point. And I'm going to spray and I'm going to stretch it. Okay, and then I'm going to leave it dry. I'll come back to you once it's dried so we can put the face on, because like this it's already straight to have the face placed and we don't have to wash and block, because this already will do the blocking. So I'm pretty much just going to stretch, and this is almost like pressing, so it's wet, it will block your stitch, and you just give it a nice little stretch and see how, even though it's wet, look how nice and straight it's getting already. You know, look at that. So you can see the difference. This is already wet, stretched out, and you still have all of this here crumpled up, right? Telling you people, this works. I keep forgetting to mention it on my videos. I don't know why I keep forgetting. So you give it a nice little stretch like that. And then you lay it flat in a surface somewhere, and you pretty much let it dry. Okay, as you can see already, it's pretty much straight almost. Of course, it's still wet, but look, you don't see the wrinkling anymore. I'll be back with you as soon as it's dried. Okay, everyone, so it's dried now. I've sprayed it, let it out for a few hours. It's dried, and I want to show you the sleepy face owl that I've created. So we have the sleepy face owl. You can do this one too. It's very easy. Same procedure as we did the other one. The only difference is on the nose and on the sleepy eye. So this is a square of 10 chain, and then we do singles all the way back, and then half double crochets, 5 rows, cut the thread, and we stitch from the back here. That's it, loop, back loops with back loops, and that's it, so it doesn't show up front. That's our beautiful little sleepy owl. Now I'm just going to show you, in case you want to do it, you can have one or two with the other face, and then one is sleeping, right? So 1, 2. So on your second row, so you line them up more or less where you need to do your stitch, right? So you would just line them up, and then you'd come into your second row from the back to the front. Just make sure you don't pass everything, and leave a little bit of string so we can make a knot afterwards. And just do like 1 double crochet or 2. So come behind a little bit on the black, and then you skip your 2 space. And then come again from behind right in the center, so it can hide, and then skip again. So you count on the other side how many double crochets you used to make this lining, and you do the same size on here, right? So if you used 3, 4 double crochets, then you know you have to do your 3, 4 double crochets. So I have let me just count here. So I have, start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I have 20. So I'm going to continue to do my 20 on here. Now you want to make sure you get it right on the black, because you don't want them to be out of place. Like that, and then just come from under again, skip your 2 rows and just keep going. Okay, so I'm going to count my 20 and continue on. Okay, so I've counted my 20. Now I'm going to come from the back right up top on the 3rd row, just like that, and I'm going to come back in just like that. Then I'm going to skip 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then come from the top again. And like this, you're sure that you're going to have the perfect sizes on them. Make sure you go right on the black, and don't pull too much, because if you do, it's going to pull all the tension of the double crochets. We don't want that. Okay, so you just keep skipping. All the way to the end, and you're going to have a perfect lineup of lashes for the owl to be sleeping. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap it up over here. Very simple. Okay, so as you can see, we pretty much finished it pretty much where we started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 knots or 3, just to make sure that nothing is going to come apart, right? We want to be safe than sorry, just like that. You don't need to pull too much, or else you're going to be pulling all the strings. So I got 2 knots on there and 1 more, and then you can cut the excess off, remembering that this part will be hidden on the pattern, right? So you won't be able to see it, all these stitches, because it will be right on top of here. So it's only the ears that stick out, you see? Okay, so now you have your sleepy owl. I will take a picture and leave it at the end also, okay? Okay, everyone, so pretty much going to complete this now. What you want to do, you want to make sure that that beak is covering that hole there that we started the pattern. So you want to line it up, and you want the ears to stay out of the pattern back here. Okay, so you don't want it too low and you don't want it too high. You just want it perfect enough to just have the ears sticking out. Let's say it's probably going to stick out. So you're going to have like the first row right on top of the pattern, more or less. I mean, it depends on everybody's stitch. But you want to make sure that you cover this piece here in the front, that hole. Okay? Now, this is very, very simple. So I have my hot gun glue. And you don't need to put much, people, okay? Just a little bit goes a long way. I'm just going to put around here this hole just so we can, like that. And I'm just going to compress and hold. Just a little bit and compress. And this is gonna, it's really going to stick together. Now, you're going to come here. I have to stick another one, another stick. Make sure that your hot glue is a transparent glue, not the white one, because that won't stick. Your patterns will come apart. This is the strong one that will make sure. So you get your edges here on the face, not so much on the pattern, but on the face. And just a little bit here and there. And compress. You want to compress because it's going to stick to all of those fibers on the cotton. And then now make sure that you don't put on the ears, because we're not doing ears, right? The ears are sticking out, so we're not going to put on the ears. Just a little bit more here on the edge. Okay. Now you know more or less where it's going to stick. So I'm going to finish it up. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do much to it. Just put on the edge of your pattern and compress. Okay. I will come back to you once I'm done. Okay, everyone. So it's pretty much done, dried. Now, like I said, I have the white one that has the off-white face, and I have the off-white that has the white face. Now, you can make this one as another pattern to match the set and leave it as the sleepy owl. So I want to thank every single one of you. Please give a thumbs up on the video, and please hit that subscription button if you're not subscribed yet. Share amongst your friends and family, and thank you so much. And please consider donating and helping the women desperately in need of thread. Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. I send you lots of love and hugs, and God bless. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.